Hello everyone, good morning. This is a beautiful, beautiful day up here in the hills here where I live. I'm so grateful to have this scenery. It is so peaceful and healing. And of course, I have my new little boy with me, Bailey, along with Molly and Abby, which you guys who have watched my videos for very long know that I take a lot of walks with them and they are my life. So anyway, I'm going to try to make a video. I'm trying to get his leash undone. Okay, come on guys. I feel led to share something the Lord has shown me over the years. Now, when I went through my divorce and I lost everything, that's when I found the true relationship with our Father, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus Christ. I was in so much pain for months, and all I could do, I really kept in my house. I didn't go out. I hardly ate. I was down to 93 pounds. So I would be in my living room on my knees, kneeling against my coffee table, and I couldn't move. The pain was so horrific. But anyway, that is when the Lord began to speak to me and show me about the end days. And he said, the end is coming soon and my people are not ready. And so I knew that it was very serious, and I took it very seriously. So early on, I had a dream vision. Some of my dreams are so real, I call them visions rather than a dream. And in this dream, I was standing at my car and I was putting gas in my trunk, the car. And I heard Jesus speak to me, and he said, I am going to give you a ticket for a play that I am going to be the star of. And when I woke up from that, I was like, wow, that's interesting. And I really put it on the back burner. I didn't think a lot about it. So fast forward a few years down the road, and that's a pretty scene right there. I was given a dream. And this was while Obama was the president. And I was walking along with a group of people, a very large group of people, and we were all heading in the same direction. And now Obama at the time was the president. And I was walking with my eyes in front of me, looking ahead, and Barack comes up alongside of me. Michelle was next to him, and he began to talk to me as if, I was his best friend, all cheerful, friendly, But as he was talking to me, the Holy Spirit was speaking to me, and he said, you know things about him, and he doesn't know that you know them. So I was like, that's interesting. So I really did not entertain the conversation. I kept my eyes forward and kept moving with this large crowd. And then I saw he got ahead of me a little ways, and I watched him, and I saw we were in a huge field, and what it reminded me of is like a football field, something like that. Really big grassy area, huge grassy area. There were so many people around us. And I see Barack, he was a ways ahead of me now. And I watched as he started to climb a set of stairs leading up to a stage. And all I can, how I can describe it is, when they have those, I don't watch sports, but I've seen where they set up these big, huge, platforms where they do shows and stuff at halftime and stuff. And that's what this was. It was a big stage like that. So he starts to walk up the steps, and I turned a sharp right, and I walked over to this area, and I can't even really, okay, it was an open area, okay? I walked into this area, but this area was very beautiful, very peaceful, and it reminded me of, my husband had taken me to a play, a dinner play. I don't know if you guys have ever been to those, but this dinner play was at, a fairly well known area to go to watch plays while you eat. Really fancy. And I walked over there to walk into that area, and I looked down at myself, and I was shocked. I was wearing a sapphire blue gown, long all the way to the floor. Beautiful, beautiful. It looked like it was made out of satin. And I could see myself and be myself. I don't know if you can, probably a lot of you have experienced this. So I was myself, but I could look down at myself. And I had these beautiful sapphire blue earrings in my ears. And I mean, I really was very pretty, and I didn't have any flaws, you know what I mean? So I walk over into this dining area, and the dining area had all these like love seats, and they were all around, facing the stage, and you could fit, I don't know, they weren't a full sofa, it was a love seat type of thing. And I sat down on a love seat, and here's the weird thing, I haven't figured this one out yet. The love seats, some of them were straight, and then others were half curved, like not a half round circle, but just curved, half, like a U shape. And I sat down getting ready to watch a play. So after a few years, this dream came back up to me after Obama became our president. And I realized that this was the play that Jesus gave me a ticket to, that he had told me about years ago, before I even knew who Obama was. Isn't that amazing? And so I believe that hopefully, prayerfully, those of us who know that we're going to be changed, transformed, I believe this is what it is. That is that stage we will be watching. And I know that there's things that the Father has shown me that I'm going to be doing in the end days, and I've told you before, I was a builder, and so part of my end time work is Father has shown me 3 cities of refuge that I was in charge of, and I have actually been there in the spirit. I remember 2 of them that I saw 3 of them, but I was taken to 2 of them, and actually in them. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. It came to my mind this morning. And so we know who Obama is. We know that he's the Antichrist. We know that he's going to rule and reign. But we also know that those of us who love Jesus Christ, some of us are going to be transformed, be here on the earth. Not everybody will be transformed. Many will go to, most I guess, will be going to heaven. But I can still see it. And I've shared that I had COVID, and after COVID, my memory was not as good. It's not very good at all. Please remember to pray for me if you can. It's getting better, though. So, I don't know, guys. I wanted to share that. It came to my mind today, so I believe that I'm supposed to share it with you guys. And I'll make a couple more videos, in the next little while here, to explain more about these cities of refuge. I've shared them before in videos, but that was quite a few years ago. So I just want to update the channel and just, you know, share some of the things the Father showed me that are going to happen with his children in the end times. All right. I love you all. See you soon. Bye.